Hello friends, welcome to IGNITED MATHS. At this video we are going to get a very useful concept, that is nothing but we are going to find the factors of the quadratic polynomial and with the cubic polynomial. So first we are going to identify the linear quadratic cubic polynomial and we are going to find the factors of the quadratic and the cubic with just a very simple method. We'll just define the each and every polynomial like linear, what is quadratic and what is cubic, okay, and afterwards we'll just summarize with the concept. So let's start to ignite it. Now what is the linear polynomial? A polynomial having its highest degree as 1 is called as a linear polynomial. Like for a general equation we can take it as ax plus b is equal to 0, in which the variable, okay, the highest degree of this equation is nothing but only 1, so is nothing but a linear polynomial. The quadratic polynomial, a polynomial function with one or more variable in which the highest degree term is of the second degree. Like the general equation is ax square plus bx plus c, in which the highest degree term is nothing but the second degree, that is nothing but 2 is involved. Then it is called as a quadratic polynomial. What is a cubic polynomial? With the simplest general equation, that is nothing but ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. In which a, b, c, d are the real values, okay, any real values, in which what is the real values? The real values is a combination of a rational and an irrational number. Question arises, we need to check the highest degree of the polynomial given. Like for the example, I have take as 3x plus 2 is equal to 5. We need to check the highest degree. It's nothing but 1, so it is nothing but a linear polynomial. So how we can find it? 3x is equal to 5 minus 2 is nothing but 3. Yes, 5 minus 2 is equal to 3, so x is equal to 1. Okay, now let's take an example with a quadratic polynomial. That means we have the highest degree as 2 to deal with the quadratic polynomial. So we'll take a suitable example for it, and step by step I'll just explain. If any queries, then don't forget to comment. So let's take an example as 6x square plus 17x plus 5. Is it exactly a quadratic polynomial? Yes. The highest degree of the polynomial is 2, and in the quadratic polynomial we will be getting a 2 values, that is nothing but x will be getting a 2 values of it. Okay, first we need to split the middle term, but how we can need to split it? Just a very simple method to do it. Once it comes into a practice, we may just do it within a second, but let's get started with the question. Step, I'll just list it off my methods. So step 1, we need to split the middle term. Do the upper triangle and the lower triangle at the right hand side of the page. Yes, and we need to compare with the term of the general form of the quadratic equation, that is nothing but ax square plus bx plus c. Yes, in which ac multiply the term, it's nothing but 6 into 5 according to the given question. Put it at the upper triangular part, and the middle term, that is nothing but 17, that is nothing but b value by the general equation comparison. So the 17, put that as the lower triangle. We need to find the value of the p and q, that is nothing but p and q belongs to any rational number. It can be a positive or it can be a negative also. So why I have took as a p and q? We have already used a, b, c term, so just take a other term so that it doesn't confuse us. So I took as p and q, in which we need to use the term of p and q, in which p plus q is equal to 17 and pq is equal to 30. If we are multiplying the p and q term, that should we need to get as 30. If we are adding the both the term, then we need to get as 17. So p and q we need to find. We need to split the 30 term, that is nothing but 6 into 5 we have written as 30 as the upper triangle as we have written as. So we need to find the factors of it. So it is nothing but 6 into 5 is equal to 30. It's nothing but 2 into 3 into 5. So we need to use the term for p and q, this 3 term, that is nothing but 2, 3, 5, in which we need to add both the term and we need to get as 17. We need to multiply both the term and we need to as 30. So if we will take the p value as 6 and q value as 5, PQ is nothing but 6 into 5 and we will be getting as 30. But we need to add both the term and we need to get it as 17. But 6 plus 5 is not equal to 17. So we can't able to use the term as 6 and 5. So we need to go to the other term. So if we use as 15 and 2, it's nothing but 5 into 3, 15 and 2. So 15 plus 2 it's nothing but 17 and 15 into 2 it's nothing but 30. So we can use the term as 15 and 2. So let's take as P as 15 and Q as 2. Now let's do the factorization. Term is nothing but ax square plus bx plus c. So we have split the term as bx. So it's nothing but 15 and 2. So having to write as 6x square plus 2x plus 15x plus 5, in which p is 2 and q is 15. Now we need to take the club of the two term, that is nothing but first two term and last two term. If we are taking the club of it, it's nothing but 6x square plus 2x and 15x plus 5. So take a club of the two. So let's take a first two term and a last two term. So it will become as 6x square plus 15x the one term and 2x plus 5 the other term. So from 6x square plus 15x we need to take the common term, that is nothing but 3x. So the uncommon term is 2x plus 5, and from 2x plus 5 the common term is 1 and the uncommon term is 2x plus 5. So if the 2x plus 5 from the first term and 2x plus 5 from the second term, if it is common, then the procedure that we have done is absolutely right. Not common, then the procedure that we have done is that it will be some mistake. So that afterwards we need to do the common terms, that is nothing but 3x plus 1 one term and 2x plus 5 one term. So 3x plus 1 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So it is nothing but a linear polynomial in which we can find the value of x. We will be getting as minus 1 by 3 and minus 5 by 3. Examples, we have seen that a, b, c all the positive values, but if it contains the negative values, then a little bit the procedure changes. So how we need to deal with it? Let's get started with the question part. Question is y square minus 5y plus 6. Okay, at the previous example we have seen as a, b, c as the positive term, but over here it is of negative terms are involved, so that we need to be careful while finding the value of p and q. Let's get started with it. So first we need to do the upper triangle and lower triangle and compare with the general equation, that is nothing but ax square plus bx plus c, in which a is 1, b is minus 5, c is 6. We need to multiply the term, put it at the upper triangle, and the middle term, that is nothing but the b value, we need to put it as lower term, that is nothing but 6 into 1 is equal to 6. Write it as the above triangle, and the middle one, that is nothing but the b value is minus 5. Write it at the lower triangle. Factors of these 6, it's nothing but 1, 2, 3. So the factors is 1, 2, 3. We need to multiply both the term and we need to get it as 6. That is nothing but pq is equal to 6 and p plus q is equal to minus 5, in which the p and q can be positive and negative. P is a real number, yes. So if we are taking the value as 2 and 3, that is nothing but p is equal to 2 and q is equal to 3. 2 into 3, pq is equal to 6. Okay, we will be getting the answer. But 2 plus 3, it's not equal to minus 5. The minus term is involved. But as we have previously said, p and q can be any real number. It can be positive and it can be negative. So if we will put the negative term, that is nothing but minus 2 minus 3, we will be getting the answer as minus 5. Yes, in which p is equal to minus 2 and q is equal to minus 3. And if we will multiply the term pq, it's nothing but minus 2 into minus 3. 2 into 3, 6, minus into minus plus. So in short, we have included the minus term to satisfy the quadratic equation given. So p is equal to minus 2 and q is equal to minus 3. Now let's put it in the equation given. In place of b term, that is nothing but in place of minus 5, we are going to put it as minus 2y minus 3y, and the a and c part are absolutely same. So it's nothing but y square minus 2y minus 3y plus 6. So as previously we need to make a club of the two. It's nothing but y square minus 2y and minus 3y plus 6. So these are the two terms. So from y square minus 2y, let's take the common term as y and the uncommon term is y minus 2. And from minus 3y plus 6, the common term is minus 3 and the uncommon term is y minus 2. So as previously I have said that in the bracket the two terms comes in the common. Over here also y minus 2 is a common. So the step we have followed is absolutely right. But if it is some uncommon terms came, then there will be some mistake. We need to cross check with this solution part. So y minus 2 put in the common and y minus 3 at the other term. Now it's nothing but a linear polynomial. Y minus 2 is equal to 0 and y minus 3 is equal to 0, in which we will be getting the answer as 2 and 3. We have came across the linear polynomial and quadratic polynomial. In the linear polynomial, we have just took the term in LHS and RHS and we have found the value of the unknown variable, that is x or y. In the quadratic polynomial, we have used a very useful tip in which we have used the upper triangular and lower triangular, and we have inserted the p and q term, and we have splitted the middle term. In that way we have formed it, and we have used a linear polynomial and we got the answer. Okay, for the quadratic polynomial we have used the linear polynomial, but in the cubic polynomial we need to use the quadratic polynomial. Last, we need to end with the linear polynomial, and afterwards we'll be getting the answer. So only one step should be inserted in the cubic polynomial, only one step inserted, and afterwards the according to the quadratic polynomial how we have followed, the same step continues. So what is the step? With the example we'll just start with it. So let's get started. Given question is x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. Let's compare with the ax cube minus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay, over here the minus term is included. Okay, for minus and plus actually the procedure is same, but we should not be confused with the minus or plus. Okay, over here I'm going to use the L shape. At the quadratic polynomial we have used the upper triangular and lower triangular. Over here we have used the L model, in which we need to write all the coefficients. So in place of a we need to write it as 1, in place of b we need to write it as minus 23, and in place of c we need to write it as 142, in d we need to write it as minus 120. Need to represent as like as. Now at the left hand side I'll say a very useful trick. Most of the 95% of the sums used to solve with the useful trick. That is nothing but use the term as plus or minus 1 or plus or minus 2. Fourth term, it's nothing but plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2. The fourth term if we have used, almost 95% of the sums used to solve. If not, I'll say one more useful trick. Okay, so let's try with the 1. It's nothing but the a coefficient, that is nothing but 1. Put it as 1. So multiply that 1 into the left hand side part, that is nothing but 1 into 1, 1. And minus 23 plus 1 is nothing but minus 22. Minus 22 into 1, it's nothing but minus 22. 142 minus 22. 120. So 120 into 1, it's nothing but minus 120. So minus 120 plus 120, it's nothing but 0. Of the d term we got the answer 0, then the calculation part is completed almost. But if not 0, then the procedure continues with the other 3 term, that is nothing but minus 1 plus 2 minus 2. Case if you are trying with each and every 4 numbers, that is nothing but plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2, and still the 0 part doesn't comes, then we need to find the factors of the minus 120. Yes, we need to find the factors of the d term, and we need to use it in place of plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2. So all I have just mentioned on the screen, we can use it also if we are not getting the value as 0. Have used as the plus 1 term, so we need to write as x minus 1, and all the terms, that is nothing but 1 minus 22 plus 120, this all we need to write in the quadratic polynomial form, that is nothing but x square minus 22x plus 120. Yes, and x square minus 22x plus 120, we need to find the quadratic polynomial as we have done for the upper triangle and lower triangle. I have just mentioned on it. Okay, 22x I have just split it as minus 12x minus 10x. Okay, minus 12x minus 10x is nothing but minus 22. Minus 12 into minus 10 is nothing but plus 120, and I have just done the format, and we got the value 3. It's nothing but x is equal to 1, x is equal to 10, and x is equal to 12. Now I'll take one more example in which I'll just explain with the L form and the quadratic polynomial as we have done previously. The same step should be continue. The other example is nothing but x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Okay, the first step is we need to write in the L form, and we need to write all the coefficient present. That is nothing but 1 minus 3 minus 9 minus 5. So as previously said, at the left hand side we can use the 4 terms. For us it will be a 4 magic rules, that is nothing but plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2. So once I have tried with the 1, okay, at the d position we have not got any 0 term. So as I have mentioned, 1 we need to write as like as 1 into 1 1. So minus 3 plus 1 minus 2 into 1, it's nothing but minus 2. Minus 9 minus 2, it's nothing but minus 11. Minus 11 into 1, it's nothing but minus 11, and we got the answer as minus 16. So we have not got 0. So what I have done, I have just just tried with the -1. Okay, the second magic, that is nothing but 1 we have represented as like as 1 into -1, -3 -1 is nothing but -4, -4 into -1 is nothing but 4, -9 plus 4 is nothing but -5, -5 into -1 it's nothing but 5, and we got the answer as 0. So once I have tried with the -1, I got the answer. So I have written in the quadratic polynomial form. So first we need to write as all the left hand side part. If it is in minus, we need to write it as plus. It's nothing but x plus 1, x square minus 4x minus 5, okay, in bracket, in which the x square minus 4x minus 5 we need to put it in the quadratic polynomial form like the upper triangle and lower triangle, and we will be getting the 3 answers. As I have shown all the solution, the steps will be same as we have done for the previous examples. At last we have came into a end of the video in which we have seen a linear polynomial, quadratic, cubic, and how we need to find the factors of it. Lots and more examples we have cleared with it. Okay, if any queries related to any question, just don't forget to comment, and this video will be helpful for class 9th and class 10th. But once we have came into a class 11th or class 12th, or we are preparing for any government exams, for that there is a more method to do it. It's not only quadratic equation, okay, like we used that x is equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, this is the most important formula that we need to use. Okay, if the quadratic equation doesn't satisfy, I'll make a separate video for class 11th and 12th. For that, don't forget to comment, and if this Ignited Maths is so helpful, then do like, share and subscribe to the Ignited Maths.